Hello, class. So today we are going to be learning all about one of our Texas symbols, one of our Texas animals, and that is going to be the monarch butterfly. So I'm going to read a book called Monarch Butterfly by Gail Gibbons. And we're going to thank our publishers for allowing us to read this book and learn so much about these wonderful butterflies, and it's going to talk about the life cycle of a butterfly. So we're going to get to learn all about the life cycle of a butterfly. It says a monarch butterfly settles on the leaf of a milkweed plant. So this is a milkweed plant, and they're all in Texas. And the monarch butterflies always try to lay an egg right on the milkweed plant. She gently presses a tiny egg onto one of its leaves, and the egg is the beginning of another monarch butterfly. So, this is the little bitty egg on top of that milkweed plant. And let's see, it says, it's summertime in the north. A breeze stirs the stem of the milkweed plant. The monarch egg is white and shiny. It is the size of a small dot and sticks to the leaf. When the butterfly lays the egg, she makes it sticky. Wind and rain cannot make the egg come loose. So she makes the egg so sticky that even though the plant is blowing all over the place and water is hitting it, it's not going to come off the leaf. So in just a few days, the egg hatches and out crawls a small caterpillar, which is also called a larva. First the caterpillar eats the eggshell. So egg hatches, the little caterpillar comes out and he starts eating the eggshell, and then he chews away at the milkweed leaf. The egg of a monarch is almost always laid on a milkweed plant, and the plant will be its food. So the whole time he's around this plant, he's going to be eating all its leaves, trying to get some food. Then the caterpillar eats and grows and begins to change. It breaks out of its old skin, showing a new skin underneath. This is called molting. So if you can see a little bit, this skin is starting to come off of this caterpillar. He's molting and he's eating a lot of food, so he's getting bigger and bigger, growing bigger and bigger. And so his skin is like too small for him, so it comes off. And for 2 weeks, the caterpillar eats and it molts about 5 times. So it loses that skin about 5 different times. And then finally, it is a full grown monarch caterpillar, which is about 2 inches long. So about that long. Now something wonderful begins to happen. The caterpillar creeps to the stem of the leaf. It attaches itself and drops down head first. So he's upside down, hanging from the stem of the leaf. The caterpillar's bright colors become greenish. So he starts to kind of turn green and blend in with the leaf. Then the skin splits and moves up to the top. So his skin starts to split and moves up to the top, and the skin falls off. A new strange form appears. It's called the chrysalis. Can you say chrysalis? The chrysalis is also called a pupa. Can you say pupa? Very good. So it's called a chrysalis or a pupa, and the chrysalis is like a blanket that is wrapped around the body growing inside. So it wraps around this caterpillar. Okay. At first, the chrysalis is long and soft. Then it shrinks and hardens. It becomes light green and it's decorated with little gold dots. Inside, the monarch butterfly begins to grow. So the caterpillar starts to change from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And about 2 weeks later, the chrysalis, or like the blanket around the caterpillar, it changes again. It turns a grayish green color and then it becomes transparent. So when something is transparent, that means you can see right through it. So here we can't see the caterpillar, but then when it changes and becomes transparent, then we can see inside are white dots and orange and black lines. I wonder what that is. The chrysalis wiggles, then it splits open, and the butterfly begins to pull itself out. So that must have been the butterfly's wings we saw through the chrysalis. The head and legs appear first, and then the rest of it slides out. So he's getting out of the chrysalis. The wings are tiny and stuck together. That's weird because when we see a butterfly, they don't look all tiny and stuck together. And then the butterfly's abdomen is big. So this is his abdomen. All insects have three segmented body parts, a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. So when he first gets out of the chrysalis, his abdomen is really big, but it becomes smaller when the fluid from the abdomen is pumped into his wings. Then the wings become bigger, and the caterpillar has turned into a butterfly. This is called metamorphosis. Can we say metamorphosis? Very good. So metamorphosis is when a caterpillar, how it started out, changes into a butterfly. The butterfly sits quietly for a few hours, waiting for its wings to dry and harden. At last, they begin to move slowly and then beat faster and faster. The butterfly flutters up towards the sky. Monarchs have a bad taste and will make a bird or animal sick if they are eaten. So most of them are left alone. So that's really good for our butterflies because since they taste so bad, if a bird sees them, a bird likes to eat a lot of insects. So if he can catch a butterfly, he he's gonna get sick because the butterfly is gonna taste so bad. He'll spit them out. And now we're just gonna go over the parts of a butterfly. So, like I said, because the butterfly is an insect, it has those three body parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen right here. Then they also have wings and they have scales on their wings, and the scales of the wing make up the colors. So anytime you see the colors on a butterfly's wings, those are the scales. And then they have the feelers or antennas coming from their head, and they use those for touch and smell. So when they're trying to touch and smell and find food and different things from flowers, then they use their antennas or feelers. Also, there's a proboscis, which comes from their mouth, and the tube to the mouth is called the proboscis, and it sucks up sweet juice called nectar from flowers. So he's sitting on this flower and he's going to suck up the sweet juice from the flowers called nectar. And these are his legs, and he has 6 legs because insects have 6 legs. So there are many parts of a butterfly. Miss Phillip also wanted to just show you the life cycle of a monarch butterfly in a picture. So just like the adult butterfly, he lays an egg on the milkweed leaf, and then that egg hatches and it turns into a caterpillar or larva. And then that caterpillar eats and grows, and then he hangs himself from the stem of the leaf, and a chrysalis or pupa forms around him, and he grows and develops inside of there until it becomes transparent or see-through, and then we can see that the butterfly is forming, and then he gets out of that chrysalis, and his abdomen fluids go to his wings, helps his wings grow, and then he waits for them to dry and harden and begins to fly as an adult butterfly, and the cycle repeats. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning about the monarch butterfly, and I hope you guys enjoyed our story. The end.